Hello, welcome back to Bottom. My name is Beast. Today we're back with template Angel's Gift. After the last 2 days, completely wrecked me and have made it so pressing this pen like that is somehow a mild fucking like I need to put some force behind it right now. Anyways, other than that, something I wanted to talk about immediately just now because it's just funny. I, as of yesterday, started playing Hollow Dreams because why the fuck not? Before you ask, the first Hollow member I chose was fucking Chihuahua. I will not brook any conversation about that. Anyways, the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because, so, after I closed the game, someone messaged me on Steam, which first of all, no one ever messaged me on Steam, so I'm already kind of confused. But the funniest bit about that was the fact they were like, hey, how do you enjoy playing Hollow Dreams? I don't know if you know, but all the characters are VTubers. Nah. It's just a case of like how do you respond to that? Like how? I evidently did not know how to respond to that because I didn't. I just kind of closed that message. Just kind of like lived with the thought that this person apparently thinks I'm stupid enough to not know about what the fuck a Hololive is when downloading a game called Hololive. Where there's no introduction to characters, they just all appear on screen as if you should know who they are. Anyways. Like that shit is as if I started playing Fire Emblem Heroes without knowing what the fuck even a fucking lord is. Anyways, today's the day we go to the pole. We'll be taking the bus there, so we all agreed to meet in front of the station. She and I left home together, then went sent outside before the three of us made our way here.
ちょっと早く着きすぎちゃったね。時間までまだ結構ありますね。
Yeah, I told you guys to go slowly because it's so hot out, but you guys ended up picking up the pace anyway.
だって楽しみだったんだもん。ええ、私もです。
Oh, also, context. My jaw muscle is very, very sore because I have a tendency to grind my teeth when at work. So 2 days after one after another has led my jaw muscles to be so fucking tense. I can feel the pain in my ear even. I know it's not an inflamed ear. It's literally just like the muscle being so fucking tense. But by God, is it annoying. It feels weird to have my headset on like this. Anyways. Probably the first one's here. Do a turn on the spot to look around, and that's when...
Yo! お三方
We're still 20 minutes ahead of schedule, but Shuuta's already here. You're really Shuuta, did you get it here first?
おうよデートには遅れないのが俺の心情だからな。
デートって今日はプールに遊びに行くんじゃ。シュウタくん、もしかしてずっと待ってたの？
はい、じゃない今来たとこっすよ。
Liar. I see 3 drink cans by your feet.
そらさんよそれは言わない約束だぜ。
All those drinks are coffee too. Did you wake up early as well? So, be honest. What time did you get here?
2時間前。
Why did you come that early?
だって早く見たいじゃないかみんなの私服。俺は私服で私服を感じたいんだよ。
That attempt at a pun makes my blood boil.
でもそんなに珍しいものかな。普通のだよ。
何言ってんすか。水着はもちろんみんなの私服を見るのだって初めてなんすよ俺。
How is it?
そういえば お休みの日は顔を合わせてませんよね。
だろう、分かってくれよ、俺の熱い思いを。
それは
Creeping around, dude. Well, we got here early too. Looks like we're waiting for the rest
もう
of
来てる。
Oh! Turn around to find Miri dressed perfectly in her maid uniform, which has the unfortunate side effect of making her look perfectly out of place. How'd you get
ず
your
っとい
Miri?
た。
Always.
そう。家の前から。
Right. So what's with the maid uniform?
これは私の清掃。
Observational duties clearly don't account for national holidays then. I'd hate to be lumped in with Shuuta, but I was hoping to see Miri in her casual
Ara.
clothes.
もしかして私が最後なの？
I don't know, you took the time.
ごめんなさい。私遅刻だった？
Oh, now you're fine. Then they hurriedly takes out her tab to check the time. She's such a conscientious girl. The rest of us were simply too early. Didn't still manage to arrive 10 minutes before we agreed.
よかった。もう驚かせないでよね。
My bad. That takes until the very last moment before we agreed to meet for Miss Rudy to drag herself over to us.
なんだお前さんたち、もう揃ってるのか。外はこんなに暑いっていうのに、ずいぶん早いな。
何言ってんすか、ロリ先生が遅いんすよ。
やかましい。ジャストインタイムで何が悪い？
でも服だっていつもと一緒だし。
The only difference with Miss Rudy is that she's missing a white coat. Although that's enough to make her seem different. So
女の子っぽく着ていく服がとかで遅くなるならまだわかるんすけどね。
がっつくなよこの童貞が。大嫌いな早起きをしてやっただけでもありがたく思え。だいたい服なんていつも通りで構わんだろう。
Not like they don't suit you or anything, I guess.
だろ？私はこの通りお気楽がいいんだ。
はあ、そんなだから彼氏の一人も。
余計なお世話なんだよ、マセガキが。たく、揃ってるならさっさと行くぞ。食べるのはバスの中でもできる。
Sure thing. The bus happens to arrive just then, so we all up on it. After getting to the pool, we separated into our respective changing rooms. Changing for us guys is the simplest stripping out of our street clothes. So Shoot and I end up waiting for the girls by the poolside.
なあなあ、まだかな、まだかな。
Shut up and calm down, would you?
これがそわそわせずにいられるか。
How can they not?
だって俺いよいよ大人の階段を登るんだぜ。
You're such an exaggerator.
なんだよ、お前は美少女たちの水着が楽しみじゃないっていうのかよ。
No, I am looking forward to it. There's not a man alive who wouldn't be.
だろ？だったらお前もちったそわそわしろ。それが男の礼儀ってもんだぜ。
Another sex excitement would creep the fuck out of them. You're talking crap, but I can understand why you're so eager, I guess.
やっぱり空も男の子じゃねえか。
Shut it.
お前さんたちもう着替えたのか。まあ男は下だけだからそんなものか。
その声はロリ先生。
おっと、ローリーじゃない、ルーリだ。まったく暑いんだから余計なことをさせるな。
Wait, you're not wearing a swimsuit, Miss Rudy. The only difference before we left her is that she's now barefoot.
そうっすよ。なんで水着じゃないんすか。
お前さんたち、私に一体何を求めているんだ？
そりゃもう大人の女性の魅力っすよ。
Shoota's on the verge of tears, and her getting hit is likely not the only reason for that. You're not gonna get in the pool, Miss Rudy.
ああ、私は引率だからな。鼻から泳ぐつもりはないし、水着も持ってない。
そんな、俺超期待してたのに。
残念だったな。私のナイスバディはおいそれと披露するものじゃないんだよ。
I can come to the pool if you're not gonna get in it.
それはな、お前さんたちの青春を魚に一杯引っ掛けて、ついでに昼寝をするためだ。
She looks awfully smug about this. It might be too late for her.
けどさ、ここの売店ってお酒売ってなくね？
そうなのか？
Nope, it's a public pool, not a cool poolside bar.
抜かったまあこの際ソフトドリンクでもいいか
Can't tell if she's indomitable or just lazy, to be honest with you.
いたいたおーいソラちゃん
Look over toward the voice to see the girls coming over to us.
わあ水着美少女来たー
ほら桜井のお目当てたちが来たみたいだぞ
Why are you focusing in on me?
気にするなさっさと品定めしてやれ
I will not. Christ. I ignore my smirking teacher and head over to the girls.
やっほーソラちゃんお待たせしちゃったかな
Nah, it's cool. I have people to talk to.
そっかならよかったところでさソラちゃん
So am I going crazy? Is that like underboob showing under the fucking? Yep, that's a lot of underboob actually. Holy shit! I was like, hold on, is that underboob under the fucking text box? Yes, it is. That is quite a hefty amount even. What's up? Senna's awfully fidgety, which is unusual for her.
どうかな私の水着
Ah, no, I see. Well, it's a more audacious swimsuit than I would have imagined Senna wearing, though more in a sight for sore eyes way than erotic. I'd say it's pretty good. It looked great.
嬉しいソラちゃんが喜ぶかなって思って選んだんだよ
Really, thanks. I avoided mentioning it thus far since I was trying to keep it from my mind, but I just can't do it anymore. Senna is very impressive in all the right places.
ねえ兄さんさっきからどこを見てるんですか
What's with you? I wasn't looking at anything.
そうですかでも返事が棒読みになってますよ
You were thinking it.
どうだかどうせセナさんを見て鼻の下伸ばしてたんでしょ
She seems pissed for some reason, so I'd better change topics fast. How about you just give me a proper look at your swimsuit already?
それは嫌です
She rarely covers her chest and twists away from me. Hey, I thought you bought it new special for today.
それはそうですけどなんだか兄さんからやらしい意図をか
I don't have any intents. What Big Brother would want to see is wouldn't want to see his cute little sister in a swimsuit. A lot of them actually. You're a fucking weirdo. Please, shit, won't you show me?
そういうのずるいもうわかりましたよどうですか
She typically turns to face me head on. Let's see. She is gone for a simple feminine swimsuit, the style of which is just like hers. It's nowhere near as staring as Senna's, which is honestly a relief. Look great, super cute.
そうですか
What are you running about?
にやけてなんかいませんもう兄さんのバカ
Hey, that was uncalled for. She turns away from me in a sulk. What I did was compliment her swimsuit. Had to end up offending her. What is it, didn't I? She was taking a lot of my attention, so I failed to notice Lena staring at
別
me.
にあなた誰にでも可愛いって言うのね
I don't think that's true. Lena seems to be in a foul mood, but the swimsuit she's wearing looks great. Surprisingly revealing, but light decoration in a way that makes it seem stylish. I think it actually might have quite fashion sense.
何よジロジロ見て
So it's just I'm surprised after everything you said about this being scandalous.
いいでしょ別にそれとも私がこういうの着るのはダメなのかしら
No, of course you are.
そうなら文句はないでしょ
I've never had any will axe a little.
ねえそれより私の水着はどうなのよ
What do you think of what?
感想よ感想みんなには言ってたじゃない
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh yeah, I wouldn't say yours gives off a cute impression.
そうよねみんなのに比べ
What I mean is you look more pretty than cute, didn't it?
私が綺麗って本当に
Yeah. Is that a good enough impression for you? Don't know. Oh dear, she's frozen. Wonder why.
桜井空 ナンパはそんなに楽しい？
Oh!
驚くのは何かやましいことがあるから？
No, it's because you called out from behind me. Admittedly, not the first time this has happened. So, did you end up buying some new swimsuit too, Muri?
そう、私も買った。でも選んでくれたのはシオさんと藤宮さん。
Oh, wow, really? Pretty cute.
そう。
Yeah, I'm surprised that Yoshio didn't pick it out. Suits you perfectly.
私はスクール水着しか着たことないからよくわからない。
Really? Well, don't worry, because you look great. Muri is short and slender, so the frills and ribbons are the perfect decorations. Having said that, she's also quite toned, so she doesn't look young.
別に桜井空に褒めてもらう必要はない。
I bet you weren't. Why not take your mistress to the pool next time instead?
どうして？
Have her compliment you. You look great, so why not make the most of it?
そういうことなら。
Yes, that makes all the girls, right?
空、ここは天国か？
No, we're at the pool.
そうか、プールって天国だったんだな。
What I'd give to see the world through your eyes for a day. This place is hardly worn down, but not exactly fancy. It's just for your standard public pool. Talking is hard.
よーし、とりあえず全員揃ったな。それにしてもうちの娘連中は物が違うな。眼福眼福。
Also, since I was mentioning Hollow Dreams earlier, I was not prepared for fucking the Unbreakable Machine Doll ending to just be in there. I am, however, at the same time disappointed that they don't have because they have covers of like songs they sing, of course, because well, the fucking Unbreakable Machine Doll opening's in there, which evidently was not originally sung by fucking Hoshomarine. But I'm disappointed that they didn't include like the Fuamoko cover of Kimi Gatame that they sang during their 3D debut. Like if that shit was in there, you bet your fucking ass I would fucking S-rank that on highest difficulty. Especially since, you know, sung by Fuamoko, I use Fuwawa as my holomem, so there's buffs when he plays songs that she sings and that she sings. So yeah, I'm literally setting myself up for success if that is ever added. Why are you acting as a model in that shirt?
何？正直な感想を言ったまでところで桜井。誰の水着が良かったんだ？
That's a sudden question.
いきなりじゃない。ちゃんと品定めしろと言ったろ？
We're joking.
そうっすね。俺はやっぱり。
お前さんには聞いてないんだよ。
あいった。でも生足もいい。
ち、黙れ変態が。ちょっと頭を冷やしてこい。
うぎゃー。
Shuuta gets kicked flying into the pool. It's a harsh way to treat someone, but I'm sure he's loving it.
これでよし。さて話を戻そうか。それで桜井、正直なところ誰の水着が一番そそるんだ？ああ、ドキドキしたでもかだぞ。
None of them excite me particularly.
嘘だな。
Why would you say that?
これだけのメンツなんだ。一人ぐらいお前さんのお眼鏡にかなった子がいるだろう。
No. Literally all the girls in our club are beautiful, and that's putting it mildly. They look dazzling in their swimsuits. So if I had to choose one that's captivated me the most, it would be... Wow, you don't even get the choice. You don't even get the choice for Rene. If it is why it would be useful to have like a side-by-side comparison again, because I already kind of don't quite remember the details. Like specifically, I didn't really look at Miori's a whole lot and Shio's. I did point out the underboob on Senna, so do have to admit that I looked at that, you know. And let's go back up to Shio, so we have a look at Shio.
にやけてなんかいません。もう
And now we can go further back. I mean, this is gonna sound fucking rude, but Miuri's just seems like Senna's but without the titter. I'm curious though if this would be the route choice for the last. I guess it would be Senna. But I don't think that's explicitly because of his swimsuit.
ソラちゃん、どうかしたの？
No, it's nothing.
はあ、もしかしてお姉さんの水着がもっと見たかったのかな？そうならそうと言ってくれればいい。
What? No, it's nothing like that. Not so close.
じゃあどんななの？ねえ、教えてよソラちゃん。
Well, it's like, I don't know. Really, it's just sort of a habit. I find myself doing it all the time.
ふーん、そうなんだ。それならいいんだけどね。じゃあ私もソラちゃんを見つめ返しちゃおっかな。そうかそうか。なるほどな。
I wasn't.
まったく煮え切らんやつだな、お前さんは。
Ah! Take one hell of a surprise attack from Rudy and goes splashing into the pool. What was that for, Mr. Rudy?
やかましい。なんだか腹が立ったんだよ。からかうつもりが色づきよって。この話はもうおしまいだ。あとお前さんたち若い衆でやってくれ。私は昼寝をしてくる。
With that declaration, Mr. Rudy marches over to a bench.
ルリちゃん行っちゃったね。
Where we actually get like a better view of everyone. But here's the thing. Shields would actually be really good if it was just a simple bottom and she was wearing like shorts over it. that would be peak. But alas, she isn't. Same for it in it. Just add shorts. just add like a jean shorts that she's gonna take off when she actually gets in the water. It would be peak.
これからどうしましょうか。あっちの競泳用プールならすぐに泳げる。
Nah, we swim enough at the academy and let's have some fun.
それならみんなでできるものがいいわよね。はい、この人数だといろいろできそうですけど、兄さんは何かアイデアあります？
Let me think. All thinking together by the poolside when someone comes floating over.
ああ、ナナ、俺から一つ提案があるんだけど。
Oh, holy shit, you're still alive.
足りめえだ。美少女の水着を前に簡単に死ねるかよ。
Right, so what's this idea?
ズバリ水中バレーだ。
なるほど、いいですね。うん、人数もいるし楽しそうとなるとビーチボールを借りてこなきゃダメね。
Man, I'm surprised you suggested something so normal, Shuuta. Usually suggestions have more perverse undertones after all.
もちろん、ただバレーをするだけじゃないぞ。
Huh? I'm not gonna suggest that whoever drops the ball has to remove an article of clothing, is he?
接触以外の妨害ありって特別ルールだ。
That's it?
もちろん罰ゲームもありだから心配するな。
罰ゲームか。シュウタ君、エッチなのはダメだよ。
え、ダメなんすか？
当たり前です。ハレンチは許しませんからね。
What do you guys say to having a forfeit then?
負けなければ問題ない。それはそうなんですけど、杉野くんだと不安なので兄さんが決めてください。
Sure, how about the loser has to treat everyone to ice cream?
そうね、それぐらいならいいかな。でもこの人数だと結構バカにならない金額ね。
いやいや、そういうギリギリ感の中で和気あいあいするから面白いんだろ。それに勝ってもうまい、負けても眼福、やるっきゃない。
Choose on boards, I guess that settles it.
それじゃあ私はビーチボールを借りてくるわね。あ、藤宮さん、それなら私も行きますよ。大丈夫よ桜井さん、一人で平気だから。
Thanks, Adana.
いってらっしゃいリーナちゃん。はい、すぐ戻りますから水に入って待っててください。
The rest of us have nothing to do while we wait for Adana.
とりあえずリーナちゃんのお言葉に甘えてプールの中で待とっか。そうですね、わかった。
A few people still on the poolside join us in the water.
気持ちいいね。少しぬるい。
Still cannot believe the sheer amount of fucking underboob they decided to give Senna. That is wild. Like, what is keeping that shit on?
でもこれぐらいがちょうどいいですよ。
I hate the shock you get when the water's too cold. It's nice to be able to enjoy the warm water instead. Something wrong? Ah! What was that for, Shio?
戦いはもう始まってるんですよ兄さん。
Why, you little black! Go to pay Shio back when the water comes flying at me from a different direction. Shio? Shit, who was that?
油断大敵。
Would have expected Miori.
どうして驚くの？
It's kind of unexpected. But glad to see you're joining in. Take this.
甘い。
Miori easily dodges my attempt to counterattack. I'm not done yet! I'm so sorry, caught in the crossfire.
ひどいよ。もうこうなったらソラちゃんにはお仕置きしちゃうんだからね。
Wait, why?
私も混ぜてくださいセナさん。私も加勢する。
Wait, girls, stop. Water comes splashing at me from all directions.
こらー、空ばっかずるいぞ。俺も混ぜろ。
You're welcome to, but why are you aiming at me?
女の子から浴びせられる水の中に野郎のが混ざる。これほ
Maybe you, dude. Otherwise, you're just being
え、
annoying.
何？もう始めちゃってるの？
No, just splash me with black!
まったく仕方ないわね。
And then, having returned with beach ball in hand, exasperatedly joins our circle.
くらえネタビーム。
Don't get me this time. Water aimed at me happens to splash it in her right as she's moving past.
やったわねあなたたち。
Wait, that wasn't me.
これは事故だ。そうだろ、話せばわかるって。
問答無用。覚悟しなさい。
Then it smacks the beach ball at full strength. Whoa! Barely managed to dodge it. However, it ended up hitting Shuuta right in the face.
ああ、リンネちゃんすごいスパイクだね。痛そう。私に水をかけてただで済む方がおかしいのよ。今のは有効？
Huh? Well, I suppose so. All together now, so we can start taking score. That's 1 out for Shuuta.
くそー、こうなったらやってやる。あ、それ。
今のサーブは早すぎるよ。あんまり強いとラリーが続きませんよ杉野くん。
悪い悪い。でも手加減はしてるからさ。それにみんなにはギリギリの動きをしてもらわないと困る。
Seriously, dude?
そうだ、派手な動きをした後のうっかりポロリが俺の狙い。
I knew it. It's all well and good being honest, but I certainly wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of the icy gazes coming from the girls now.
そら、もちろんお前も。
Sorry, Shuuta. No can do.
なんでだ。
桜井くん。
Girls passed the beach ball over to me without us needing to discuss what we're doing. Right in the chest! You've gone too far this time, Shuuta.
まだだ、まだ終わらんよ。
Shuuta continues to target the girls through what can only be described as stubbornness, or maybe even obsession.
はい、シオさん。ナイスボールです小坂さん。
まだまだ。
次、小祝先輩。シュウタ君ごめんね。
あ、なんと素晴らしい。
Where do you think you're looking?
水かけとか卑怯だぞ。
You're the one who came up with the rules, dude.
ボールが浮いた。藤宮さん、とどめ。任せて。みんなに代わって、お仕置きよ。
Committee blocks Shoota's attack, allowing the girls to get him to a counter attack.
こんなはずでは。
You're a mess, Shuuta.
もうギブだ。
Shuuta surrenders as he floats along the water's surface.
正義は勝つのよ。でもちょっとかわいそうだったかな。まあほとんど杉野くんの自業自得ですから。そう、因果応報。
Time for you to treat us to our ice cream, Shuuta.
せめて半額でお願いします。
So Shuuta's plan, along with his money, came to naught. Take a short break to eat our ice cream before going back in the water. Together we conquered the lazy river, water slides, and even the jacuzzi pool they have here. The fuck kind of swimming pool, public pool is this? Shuuta attempted to make up for his earlier defeat by challenging me to a 50-meter race, but I won that handily. In the end, he only succeeded in increasing his debt. I'm exhausted. My knees are feeling like they're about to give out, but just about managed to get myself off the bus.
遊んでる間はそうでもなかったけど、帰りになると疲れが出ちゃうね。はい。たくさん遊んだせいか、私もクタクタです。水中は体力を使うから疲れて当然。そうよね。水遊びって意外に体力使うものね。はあ、家までちゃんと帰れるかしら。
I might be in trouble, honestly. Thought of having to walk home after this makes me feel even more exhausted.
なんだよ、これぐらいでへばってちゃ夏を楽しめないぜ。
Where the hell did you get your energy from? Shooter's in top shape, despite him being the most active at the pool and never had his wallet drained.
さすがの若さもエネルギー切れか。情けないぞ。この私を見な。
He spent the whole time recharging, Miss Rudy. These two alone are more energetic than when we left.
まあ、今日はここで解散だから、この後は若さをほとばしらせるもよし、家へ帰るもよし、好きにしろ。だが言っておくが、明日は授業がある。いいか、くれぐれも遅刻はするなよ。絶対するなよ。
よし、じゃあこの後はみんなで青春をまき散らしに行こうぜ。
Have you listened to a word we said, dude? We're going home.
私もその方がいいと思うぞ。お前さんたち、疲れてるならさっさと帰って寝ろよ。ということで、今日は解散だ。
はい。
It was exhausting, but it was a lot of fun. But I feel immensely satisfied. We had some great memories today, huh? July 28th. Where's the 20th? I think it's supposed to be 28th. Today marks the end of the first semester. So I, or rather the entire student body sluggishly. And so, as I, or rather the entire student body sluggishly drag ourselves over for the final assembly of the term. First half of this term was nice and peaceful, so I hardly remember it. The second half, however, was busier than ever. Mr. Principal's tedious sermon of my background music as reminisce. My father suddenly announced that I'd gotten married again, and out of nowhere, my childhood friend became my little sister. As abruptly, a new kid transferred in and announced that she was keeping me under observation. And then were the 7 mysteries, the cat, the bata, the AC incident, and the pool, etc., etc. An awful lot has happened, especially for someone like me. Today marks the end of that. Though we'll have our camp almost immediately after this, and class will resume not too long after that. So it doesn't really feel like the start of summer break to me. Still, it is summer break. So I'd like to enjoy it. While I'm reminiscing, the assembly comes to an end. Return to my classroom, where all that's left is the final homeroom.
よーし、全員通知表は受け取ったな。
Class replies equally as enthusiastically as Miss Rudy asks.
補習のないまっとうなやつは明日から休みだ。だが若さにかまけても面倒だけは起こすなよ。私は残業と休日出勤が死ぬほど嫌いだ。もしやらかしたらただでは済まさんから、そのつもりで。
Thought you sounded like an actual teacher there for a second, but it was too hasty.
それじゃ私からは以上だ。いい夏を過ごせよ。起立。礼。
The class rep barks the order that brings homeroom to a close. Now it's officially summer break. Chat some of my classmates as I grab my bag from my desk.
部室に行くの？
That's the plan.
じゃあ私も一緒に行きます。仕事が済んだから私も付き合うわ。
俺も。
あなたはゴミ捨てがまだでしょ。ほら、さっさと行く。
そんなゴムたいな。そらダッシュで捨ててくるから途中で合流。
あ、こら、廊下は走らない。まったくもう。杉野くんは相変わらずですね。
Oh, you may have caught up before too long.
なら待ってる必要はない。
Nope, let's head to the club room. Right as we head out into the corridor, we run into Senna, who was coming to meet us. We all head to the club room together.
なあなあそら、いよいよ俺たちの夏が始まるな。
I guess, but has your summer really started?
そんなの当たり前だろ。お、この日は予定もないし、アバンチュールだな。
Shuuta cocks his head to the side as he fills in his tapped calendar with his plans. Alright, then I suppose I just imagined seeing you standing in front of the staff room at the end of our last break.
何のことだ？
Don't sweat it, as long as you manage to pass all your subjects, that's no bother to me.
おう。
Thought I saw Shuuta bowing to a bunch of teachers and even prostrating himself before Miss Rudy, but my eyes must have been playing tricks on me.
ねえねえ、今日ってなんで部室に集合なのかな。もともと観察の予定とかはありませんでしたよね。私もてっきりお休みなのかと思ってたんだけど。ソラちゃん、何かルリちゃんから聞いてる？
Nah, don't know anything other than what came through over Komiu.
そっか、部長のソラちゃんでも知らされてないんだね。でも重大発表だけじゃわからない。そうよね。望月先生のコミはいつも短いからなおのこと意味深ね。
All we can do is wait until she shows up. Doubt she'll be long.
そうですね。
Two brief messages we got saying important announcement and come to the club room. We're likely just down to her being lazy. Personally, I would have thought it would be easier for her to tell us in person rather than message us, but what do I know?
おお、ちゃんと全員揃ってるとはさすがだな。
I barely have to wait for Miss Rudy shows up. You know, you really are always the last one to show up, Miss Rudy.
あ、そうか？
そうっすよ。たまにはロリ先生が俺らを待っててくれてもいいのに。
名前を正しく覚えられんやつに言われたくはないな。あと杉野、その言動を改めないと例のあれはなかったことにするぞ。
さっせんでした。ルリ大先生閣下。
首相でよろしい。
Shuuta jumps up and lands prostrate, then Miss Rudy stomps on him like it's the expected thing for her to do. Probably in my best interests not to try and work out what deal they've come to. Didn't you say you had an important announcement for us, Miss Rudy?
ああ、そうだったそうだった。天文部の夏休みについて話しておこうと思ってな。そういえば合宿ってどうなったんですか？喜べ諸君、今年も合宿は無事開催だ。お泊まり決定？ああ、誰かさんの成績以外は全く問題にもならなかったからな。
But since someone is like a person who's currently trampling on the
よ
foot.
かった。2回も合宿できる年なんてなかなかないから心配してたの。合宿の他にはこの部は何をするんですか？夏休み中の天文部は基本的に合宿以外の活動は 各人でやってくれというスタイルだ。道具が必要ならここに借りに来い。お盆以外なら私は大体いるはずだ。
夏休み中は先生方もお休みってわけじゃないんですね。
お前さんたち学生と違ってな。
Zururi stares sorrowfully off into the distance. Girls really do have it rough, huh?
まあとにかくだ。1回目の合宿は次の日曜日だ。集合はここに午後2時ジャスト。遅れるなよ。
制服で来ればいいんですよね。
動きやすい方がいいだろうから私服で構わん。ちゃんと中に入れるように手配もしてやる。
私服だって？やったー！
こら、いきなり起き上がるな。危ないだろうが。
させん、我慢できずつい。
というかお前さんは去年もいただろう。観測と泊まりの段取りとかは去年の合宿と変わらない。わからないことがあれば経験者の桜井か小祝に聞くといい。
あれ？俺も経験者っすよ。
必ず桜井か小祝に聞くように。
なんで言い直したんすか？
Did basically mess about the whole year last year, Shuuta?
さて合宿の説明はこんなところか。今日はここらでしまいにしよう。
That's all?
私だってここでまったりしていたいのが、あいにくこの後職員会議でな。やだな。出たくないんだよ、長いし。
The lifeless look on her face makes it clear that she's not joking.
そんなわけだからここは閉めなきゃならんのだ。集まってもらって早々だが今日は解散だ。
はい。
楽しみだね。はい、みんなでお泊まりって初めてですし。
お泊まりといえばやっぱりエッチなことだよな。
Stop being such a weirdo, dumbass.
桜井くん、ハレンチは許しませんからね。私もしっかり監視する。
I'm not gonna do anything, Christ. Getting icy glares now, and that's all Shuuta's
次
fault.
のお前さんはやはり不参加がいいか。
すいません、ごめんなさい、勘弁してください。
So overnight observation will finally be happening next Sunday. Hopefully the stars are out and we all have a great time together. July 22nd. I guess it was 20th. Not 28th. It's finally the day we've all been waiting for. Our overnight camp. A journey from home to the academy ends up being a lively one. Started with it's me, Shio, and Sen as usual, but then Miuri showed up and we ran into Rin at the gates too. One by one members of our club link up with us. Makes it feel like a real event with our party growing ever greater as we get closer to our destination.
なんか校舎の中を私服で歩くって落ち着きませんね。ちょっぴり悪いことしてる感じがするよね。
Usually it's uniforms or not getting in after all.
私としては公然と校則違反をしているみたいでむずがゆいわね。私はそうでもない。
Nah, you wouldn't. She did show up in her main uniform on the first day she transferred in after all. We got a few curious looks from students in other clubs as we make our way to the top floor of the Applied Classrooms building. Alright, here we are. It's quite a journey from the entrance to the club room. What's up? Open the door and head inside with my usual greeting. Oh, there's no one here to greet me. Huh, that's what it is in here.
どこか行ってるんですかね。
The door's unlocked, so she must be somewhere around the academy.
でも中が涼しいのは助かるわね。外は暑かったもの。
Yeah, this is the hottest part of the day too. Maybe just being considerate by turning on the AC for us. Let's dump our stuff then, shall we?
そうだね。この後何をするの？
First, you need to prepare for our observation.
あとはお夕飯も作らないといけないよね。あ、やっぱりご飯は自分たちで作るんですね。
Yep, otherwise you end up running to the convenience store on an empty stomach.
合宿といえばお約束だけど、料理ではあまり戦力になれそうもないわね。
You can't be worse than Shio. And it's cool, I won't be much help either. Well, and I wouldn't count on Shio either, for the record.
わかってますよ。
Those of us that aren't cooking can contribute in other ways, so it's fine. For example, Shuuta and I do most of the manual. Oh, wait, he's not here yet, huh? Thought I just hadn't seen him yet, but he's genuinely not here.
また何か変なことしようとしているのかしら。
もしかして七夕の時みたいにですか？今度は何をするつもりなんだろうね。
Seems like everyone's gotten used to Shuuta and his buffoonery.
誰か来た。音がする。
There are footsteps booming from the corridor now, as you mentioned.
すまーん、遅れたー。
How many times do I have to tell you not to bang the door when you open it? Miss Rudy will be fuming if it breaks.
大丈夫だ。その辺はちゃんとコントロールしてる。
He exploded his way into the room like bombs. I totally doubt that. So why are you late?
ああ、明日から合宿だと思ったら楽しみすぎて寝つけなくてな。
What are you, an elementary schooler?
それで眠くなるまでと思ってグラブレやってたら貫徹してていつの間にか寝落ちしてた。
Oh, he is no saving this guy.
いやー、まさか昼過ぎまで寝ちまうとはな。
So I'm sure you overslept. I'm actually impressed you made it this early then.
おうよ、ソラヌンティウス。メロスもびっくりな激走をかましてやったぜ。
You wouldn't have had to if you'd just woken up on time. Sonic never has any issue waking up. At least as far as I know.
つまり俺が足止めされたのは雨じゃなくてグラブレだったわけだな。
You're not funny. Oh shit, that reminds me, the weather.
天気がどうかしたのか？
Can't be serious, it affects the whole camp. Put up the weather app on my tab to check the forecast. No drastic changes, but clouds will start forming from this evening. It's the same as this morning's forecast then.
まあ、雨よりずっとマシって思うしかないわね。
でも流星群が隠れちゃうのはちょっと困るね。
The conditions seem decent enough, so hopefully they don't. We prepared everything specially for
なん
today.
とか雲の隙間からでも見えればいいですけどね。
それは運次第。
そうそう、みよりちゃんの言う通り。だから今はとりあえず楽しもうぜ。
Shuuta turns out his bag on top of the desk.
あ、ちょっと何広げてるのよ。
何って見ての通りお菓子だよ。
Chips, chocolate, just about everything else. You really went all
お
out.
う、300円じゃ収まらなかったけど野口でお釣りは来たぜ。
これ新発売のやつじゃない。
ふん、いいだろう。コンビニ限定だからスーパーとかじゃ買えないんだぜ。
知ってるわよ、それぐらい。
委員長もなんか持ってきてないのか？あるなら交換してもいいけど。
それならうまい棒がって違うわよ。観測の段取りとか機材の準備とかやることがたくさんあるでしょ。
そんなんいつもと一緒だし、平気平気。
もう桜井くんからも何か言ってよ。
Yeah, but like, you're just doing your best to keep us on track, but...
今晩は何を作るの？
定番のカレーだよ。
わかった。
ありがとう。手が増えるのは大歓迎だよ。ところでみよりちゃんってお料理はできる方？
当然カレーには覚えがある。
へえ、そうなんだ。じゃあ隠し味とかって何か使っ…
赤ワインを入れてる。コクと酸味が出るから。
ワインか。なかなか大人だね。
小祝先輩は何を入れてるの？
私はね、かつおだしとか梅干しとかだね。ちょっと和風っぽい感じになる。なるほど。参考になる。
So to me, we're excitedly talking about cooking. Yuri actually gets really into conversations like those. Whereas being a maid has a lot in common with being a housewife.
あーもうこれじゃあ予定
Understand how you feel, but I suggest you give it up. Plans are just plans. The program tends to fall apart on camps anyways.
桜井くん、それフォローになってない。はあ、もういいわ。私もお菓子食べてくる。
And it finally gives up and joins everyone else in eating some snacks.
こういうの、なんかいいですね。
Yeah, feels like a special day. Everyone's getting all excited. I think each person's excitement is rubbing off on everyone else. Probably why it's getting so boisterous in here.
実は、私もさっきからそわそわしちゃってるんです。
You have?
はい。合宿とかでこうしてみんなでワイワイするのって初めてだから。流星群もですけど、それ以外のことも楽しみなんです。
Yeah, I'm glad.
何がですか、兄さん。
I'm good. Glad to hear it.
まあ、何ですか。ちょっと気持ち悪いです。
You think you could stop throwing in insults whenever you want, whenever you talk to me, Shio?
嫌です。これは一人で納得しちゃってる兄さんへの仕返しなんです。
Is it now? Oh well, all that really matters is that she is having a good time. Then eventually pulls herself back together and orders everyone into their roles, either preparing for our observation or getting dinner ready. It's only by the time we're basically already finished that Miss Rudy finally shows up.
おー、おー、うまそうな匂いがするな。
はい、ちょうどお夕飯ができたところですから。
ということは久しぶりに小祝いの手料理が味わえるんだな。それは違う。そうなのか。
今回はみおりちゃんも手伝ってくれたんですよ。
ほう、それは興味深い。四つ菱のメイドの腕前はいかほどのものかな。
He's amazing.
はい、野菜の皮むきってあんなに綺麗に早くできるんですね。
私、乱切りに美しいって感情を持ったのは生まれて初めてよ。あれぐらい普通。それなら去年よりさらにうまいものが食べられそうだ。
やべえ、お菓子食いすぎた。どうしよう、セナさんとみおりちゃんの手料理が。
Such an idiot. Go get your body moving to work up an appetite already.
そうする。
それじゃあお前さんたち、そろそろ時間だ。今日は屋上じゃなくて隣で観測会をするから、荷物と機材を持って隣に移動だ。
We grab what we need for observations, as well as some flashlights and stuff, and head over to the academy gates.
重い。そら、ちょっとこっちも持ってくれ。
God, man's full already, idiot.
ほらお前さんたちもたもたするな。流星群のピークは日が落ちてすぐなんだからな。
Yes, ma'am.
まったく人使いが荒いぜ。
Wouldn't be so bad if you could just shut up for 1 second. For record, the girls aren't carrying much of anything. And it's all because Shuuta had to be an arrogant prick.
へえ、あんなこと言うんじゃなかったぜ。
Too late for regrets, and complaining about it won't change things either. Lucky for you, we don't have to go far, and the extra effort shall help you work up an appetite.
それもそうか。よし、やったる。
Follow Miss Rudy out of the academy gates and up the nearby hill. The park up ahead is called Sky Park. Very fancy sounding, I know. There's nothing fancy about it, but that's part of why it's such a good place to stargaze from.
よし、ここまでの荷物。
There's nothing actually fancy, that's what it said. Also accidentally interrupted Rui because I was like, wait, hold on to this fucking...
よし、
this read
ここまでの荷物運びご苦労だったな。ついでに望遠鏡の設置も頼む。
マジっすか。
おう、この私に口答えできるとでも？
はい、ぜひやらせていただきます。
See, so what's this guy's problem? Take a look around. There are other people here and there that have come to look at the stars
ここ
too.
に来るのもなんだか久しぶりですね。
Yeah. We do mainly do our stargazing from the rooftop.
違いますよ兄さん。子供の頃の話です。
Huh? Did we really come all the way out here to play?
私たちが遊ぶにはちょっと遠いし、遊具もないから普段は来てなかったと思うよ。でも確か高山の星見イベントってここが会場だったよね。
I
そのイ
see.
ベント、私も来たことあるわ。
You did?
ええ、何度かね。
私もここで星を見た。
Wow, so everyone's been here before.
ちなみに、私もボランティアで星空解説をしたことがあるぞ。
Seriously. What really are the main stars, huh? I want to hear you explain them now.
そうかそうか。もっと褒めてくれて構わんぞ。
Damn. Not that I was expecting it in the first place. It doesn't sound like you'd actively volunteer for something, though, Mr. Rudy.
ああ、そうだな。あの頃は私も若かったということだ。無論、今でも若いがな。
Who knows, we might have all run into each other at some point back then. The stargazing event was held several times a year. I only participated when I was much, much younger.
おーいみんな、こっちも手伝ってくれよ。
なんだ杉野、まだ終わってなかったのか？
ひどい、一人で頑張ってたのに。
It is rather low priority. You observe meteors using the naked eye, which means the telescope might not even see any use. The telescope looks pretty set up already. What do you even need help with?
まあな、ちょっと構ってほしくて行ってみただけだし。
Oh, so Shuuta can accomplish things if he puts his mind to it. Then you could have just said that you were finished.
まったくだ。そうしたら少しはいたわってやったもの。
もしかして俺ミスった？
It's too late to take it back now, dude. Sky falls dark, and a little while later, stars start popping into view. Soon after, however, clouds start forming in front of Aquarius.
どうかな。ソラちゃんは見える？
I mean, kinda.
今流れた。え、どこどこ？
ほら、あそこあそこ。
We're just about to see, but the main point.
はい。雲に隠れちゃいましたね。
仕方ないさ。こればかりは天気との兼ね合いだからな。
雲の上まで登ってきてくれないかしら。
They're still low in the sky. You have to wait for that to happen.
そうなると真夜中になっちゃうよ。さすがにそこまでは待てませんね。それに良くなるとは限らない。
そうだよな。
It's just one of those things, but I can't help but resent the clouds.
やれやれ。そう気を落とすな。お前さんたち星ってやつは最後は縁なのさ。
縁ですか？
あ、そうだ。見えないときはどうやったって見えないし、見えるときはどうしたって目に入るものだ。だから今日はダメでも次がある。そう思うといい。
まあ合宿は今回だけじゃないもんな。
まだチャンスはきっとあるよね。でももう少しだけ待ってみてもいいですか？私も残る。嫁には自信がある。
それは構わないが、しばらく待っても好転しなければ今日はもうやめておこう。
Okay. Yeah, and the only part of the meteor shower we see is that very beginning. It's an unfortunate outcome for the camp we'd all been looking forward to. Stick it out, but time and hunger are not on our side. Eventually, you're forced to reluctantly return to the clubroom.
カレーもらってない人いるかな？
はいはい、セナさん、俺超大盛りで。
Not to be so greedy, dude. There'll be seconds.
多めに作ったから問題ない。だからいっぱい食べてね。
うっひょー、それならめっちゃ食べます。
How are you gonna manage that? You said we're full from snacking
女
earlier.
の子の手料理は別腹なんだよ。
Not everyone, just you. That one was feeling down to start with, but they soon cheer up as we warm up the pot of curry.
さて準備はできたか？
大丈夫です。
よし、それなら空腹も限界だし食べるとしよ
ということで兄さん、早く。
Why me? Why can't Miss Rudy do
う。
it?
いや、こういうのはお前さんが適任だ。面倒だし。
Not even trying to hide how good it feels.
ほら、いいからさっさとしちゃいなさい。
I know, I know. Dig in, everyone.
いただきます。
I just heard someone say cheers, but no matter. It was good.
スパイシーですけど、まろやかですね。そうでしょう。隠し味のおかげ。
Uh-huh. You seem to recall them discussing that
こ
earlier.
れ、学食で売れるレベルよ。学食で大量に作るのは、コスト的に多分無理。そう？私としては毎日でもいけるんだけど、残念ね。
うまい。セナさん、おかわり。
はーい。みんなもおかわりどうかな？
We'll have some if they're going.
私もいただきます。私もいいですか？私は少しでいい。じゃあみんなお皿をちょうだいね。
So while everyone's enjoying the taste of curry,
夏の晩酌といえばやはりこれだ
wait, what is that you have there, Miss Rudy?
な。何って見ての通り大人の楽しみだろ。
At some point, the number of cans of beer appeared before Miss Rudy. In fact, I think one is already empty. Can't be drinking here, surely.
大丈夫だよ。この時間に学園にいる教師は私ぐらいだ。それにプールで飲めなかった分を取り戻さないとな。
Just have one of the cans
一
already
日
empty.
やりきった後のこの一杯最高だな。
Miss Rudy doesn't listen to my attempts to stop her. Instead, she alternates between filling her mouth with curry and
う
beer.
まい手料理とキンキンに冷えたビール、実に犯罪的じゃないか。おまけに可愛い娘付きとは至れり尽くせりだ。
ルリちゃんに褒められちゃった。それじゃあお返しにカレーのおかわりどうですか？
少しだけもらおうか。
Surely we shouldn't, we shouldn't stop her from drinking.
ちょっとぐらいならいいかなって。普段のお礼もあるしね。
そうだそうだ、もっと私をねぎらえ、飲ませ
Very well. Just try and keep it in moderation.
ろ。お前さんのそういうところ私は好きだぞ。うまい。
Miss Rudy remains in a great mood as she empties one can of beer after the next. Although that good mood only remains for the start.
私だってな、別に結婚したくないわけじゃないんだぞ。でも仕事は忙しいし、周りはしょんべん臭いガキばっかだし、いい男なんていないんだ。そうだろ桜井。
Yes, well, instead of rambling and slurring your speech too, what should you do? I think Miss Rudy is drunk.
話に付き合ってあげるしかないんじゃないかな。多分満足するまでずっとあのまま。
I figured as much.
こら、お前さん人の話を聞いているのか？
Yes, ma'am, of course we're listening.
本当か？本当だろうな。ちょっとこっち来い、桜井。
His glazed over eyes looked directly out at me.
兄さん頑張って。ご愁傷様桜井くん。骨は拾ってあげるから。
Hey guys, wait. Everyone suddenly departs, leave me
ほ
alone.
ら、お前さんも飲め。
She brings down her can with a thud. No, I can't do that.
なんだ、わしの酒が飲めないのか。
Of course, Sam, you already started drinking from that can.
育児のないやつだな。関節キスがなんだって言うんだ。
I was more worried about the legality of it than anything. Honestly, you're drunk, Mr. Duty.
いや、酔ってないぞ。失礼なことを言うにゃ。
That's what all drunks say.
なんだか
Hold on.
熱くなってきたな。
Actually, I have to do this real quick and make sure. It's just barely safe because of the fucking text box, I think. Hold on. Let me just jump back.
なんだか熱くなってきたな。
Is there like a frame or so? Nope. It's fine, technically. Anyways, wait, what are you doing now? Literally tugs at her collar of her shirt, revealing the pale skin below.
あは、もしかしてお前さ、ここが気になるのか？
No, I'm not. I just want you to keep a hold of your modesty.
嘘をつけ。かまととぶってもお見通しだぞ。
No, I swear I'm. Hey, stop flapping your shirt about.
なら、誰の胸が一番好きか言ってみろ。そうしたらやめてやる。
Where'd that come from? This wrong fool's gonna get me in another mess, isn't she?
小祝いのか？富士宮のか？それとも小坂のか？まさか妹の胸に浴場はしないよな。
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
すると、もしかしてわしのってことか？いいぞ、そんなに見たいなら見せてやるよ。
This really deliberately misconstrues my words while pulling her shirt down low enough to show her bra.
ほら、どうした？見ないのか？
What's wrong? Not gonna look, Sakurai, she says. And at this point, it is moving into frame. So even through the fucking text box, I can't show this because you can just barely see nip.
兄さん、ソラちゃんはそんなことしないよね。
You wouldn't, would you, Sora-chan? Senna says. Of course I wouldn't.
口では
There's
そ
one
う言
thing,
って
but
た。
your body doesn't agree. Duty says. No, that's not. My eyes keep trying to look over. I'm a guy after all.
桜井くん、
Sakurai, I knew you
あ
were
なたやっ
despicable,
ぱ
and
り
it
不潔
says.
届き者。
You scoundrel.
So
Duty
da.
says. Just be
正
honest
直
and
になっちまえ、
failure
ダ
of
メ
the
主人公。
protagonist, Shuuta says. God, stop making things even worse, you lot!
愉快いいぞ、持ってやれ。
After all her teasing and laughing, Misurugi eventually starts crying. We comfort her and then put her to bed. After looking after a free-spirited drunkard is a lot more draining than you'd expect. How dare they not give her a will? Now that the nuisance has been dealt with, all that's left is to go to sleep ourselves. Although I really need a shower to wash off all this sweat first, I have a terrible fucking feeling.
夜のプールって不思議な感じですね。水面の揺らぎとかちょっと怪しいよね。
水場は溜まりやすい。でも背に腹は変えられないものね。
Exactly, we need to deal with this, so we want to use the showers.
俺としてはここに来るのも楽しみなんだけどな。
And why are you in such a great mood?
まあな。
Would have thought Shuuta would find it too bothersome to move after the amount he ate.
じゃあシャワーが終わったら外で合流しようね。
Wait, can't just go back?
もうソラちゃんたらこんな暗いとこに女の子だけ残していく気なの？
そうよ、じゃなくて危ないでしょ。私は平気。でも監視がある。
そういうことですから先に住んでもちゃんと待っていてくださいね。
Guess it doesn't matter. Just try not to take too long in there.
いやいや、全然ゆっくりでいいですから。
Why are you saying that? You've been acting weird since we got here, dude.
なことないって。ってことでセナさんたちはごゆっくりどうぞ。
Girls search the room from top to bottom first.
じゃあまた後でね。
Later. Split up to go into our respective locker rooms.
そら急ぐぞ。
Why? What's wrong with taking our time?
なんでもだよ。いいからさっさとしろ。
Two of us end up showering at some speed for some reason and leave the locker
よ
room.
し、間に合ったぜ。
Made in time for what? There's no way they'll be done by now. I can still hear the water running. Feels like we're waiting for someone in a public bathhouse or something. Girls do tend to take longer, which means that it's always the guys that are left to wait.
さあ、そら。
They told us not to go back on our own.
ちげえよ。ま、とにかくこっち来いって。
We'll have to shoot to find a brightly lit window leading into the girls' locker
こ
room.
この窓な。立て付けが悪いらしくて、微妙に隙間ができてるらしいんだ。
Dude, are you serious?
普段のプールじゃ絶対できないんだぜ。こんな絶好の機会逃すわけにいかねえだろ。それにお前も見たいんじゃないのか。みんなのあられもない姿。
You don't do this type of shit, and the moment a bro character tries to go with the protagonist and to do something like that, they immediately become like irredeemable assholes to me because like these are your friends. Like it's already bad enough to do that to strangers. These are your close friends. I think I said it before, like I take it very seriously when trust is broken. So this type of shit just fucking makes me angry. Don't do that. Oh, you have chatter and sound of water running coming from the other side of the window. Which can only mean that everyone is on the other side of it. Till we start to make it.
そらくん、そらくん。想像の翼より現実の窓の隙間を見ようぜ。
Fine, I'll play along with your plan. You shouldn't. You really should not. Apparently I'm not enough of a gentleman to avert my gaze from the Forbidden Garden. Going first, though. If you go first, you'll never come back.
そんなこと言って本当は我慢できないんだろ。
Yes, I can. I'm just making sure we both get a chance.
ま、いいけどよ。一番手はリスクもあるからな。じゃあ、そら。覚悟はいいか。
Sort of because I am, Shuuta says. It's trying to sound cool, but that doesn't change the fact that we're about to become peeping toms. Let me make sure I get the angle
バレ
correct.
たら終わりだ。
We get caught as all
くれぐれ
of
も
us, so be
慎重
careful,
にな。
Shuuta says. I will. Peer through the gap in the window. Oh, I can see an eye. Also here, the girls are all happily chatting away.
そ
Yep,
れ
there we
にして
go.
も
I
み
can't
おり
fucking
ちゃん
show
っていい
that.
体だよね。スポー
You
ツ
have
選
such
手
a
み
nice
たい。
body, Miuri. It's like an athlete, she says.
そう
Do I?
はい。
Yes, your
ウエス
waist
トも
is
引
so
き締まって
tight
て
and
細いです
slender,
し、
she
プール
says.
の時も思った
I
けど
thought as much at the
結
pool.
構
You're
筋
really
肉質よ
quite
ね。
toned, Dana
でも
says. But you and
シオ
Fujimi,
ス
you
タンも
both have
藤
such
宮
nice
さんも
figures,
スタイルい
Miuri
い。
says.
そうね。
Yeah, Dana's like
リ
a
ンネちゃんはモデル
model,
さんみ
and
たいだ
Shio
し、
has such a nice
シオ
skin.
ちゃん
I'm
も
so
肌綺
jealous,
麗だ
Dana
し。
says. I
で
still
も
think I'm more jealous of you and
私は
Miss
セナさんや
Mochizuki,
望
said
月先生の方
Shio
が
says.
ええ、
Yes,
同感。
quite. Seems bigger is
やっ
better
ぱり
after
大
all,
きいは正
Dana
義よ
says.
ね。
大きい
Huh?
って
Are you talking about my
もしか
chest?
して
Senna
胸
says.
はい
Yes, it
さ
reminds
っ
me
きだってそうです
well,
よ
it reminds me of what
望
happened
月
earlier
先生
when Miss
に絡
Mochizuki
ま
was
れた
teasing my
兄さん
brother. I know what he
そう
said,
は言って
but
ま
she
す
says
絶対に
his eyes were glued to
目
her
線
chest
は胸元で
100%.
あれは確実ね。
Yes, that's a fact, Dana says.
男の子っ
You
て
think boys really do
大
like
きいの
them
がいいの
bigger?
か
Senna
な
says.
ちなみ
I was
に
wondering,
セナさん
do
は
you do
何か
anything
努力してるんですか？
special, Senna? Shio says.
それ私も気になります。
Just like I mentioned with the pen earlier, just me like trying to like do that with my beard, like it feels wrong. It feels wrong. There's like a blockage in my fucking arm or something because of the muscles. Just don't want to fucking listen right now. Like it takes effort For some reason. It is such a fucking automatic thing I do. It just feels weird when I fucking can't. I wouldn't say I do anything
別に
special,
努
Senna
力
says.
なら普
And
段
is there
心が
something
け
you
てるこ
try
と
to bear
は
in mind? There
きっ
has to
と
be
そこ
some
に
trick
秘
to
密
it,
が
Yuri says.
秘密って
You
言
don't think
わ
there
れる
is,
と大
but
げさ
Senna
だよく
says.
食べて
Eat
よ
well,
く寝
sleep
て
well, and exercise
よ
well, I
く
guess,
動く
Senna
こ
says.
とよく食べてるの
Eat
に
well, Rina says.
よく寝てる
I
のに
sleep well, Shio says.
よく動
I
いてる
exercise
の
well, Yuri
え
says.
ーっ
Well,
と
you're
みん
also
なまだま
growing,
だ成
so
長
I'm
期な
sure
んだ
it's
し
nothing
気
to
にす
worry
るこ
about,
と
Senna
な
says.
あ
Hey, why are you all touching my chest, Senna
私
says?
いえ
Because I want their
何かご
blessing,
利益がある
Shio says.
私
I'm not a shrine, Senna
揉め
says.
ば大きく
Here
な
they
る
get
らしい
bigger if you massage them, Yuri
そ
says.
そ
Isn't
れ
that
は
supposed to
自
refer to
分
your
のじゃ
own
ないか
chest?
な
Eep, Senna says.
みん
Been
な
there,
ちゃん二人を
stop
止め
them, Senna
ご
says.
めんなさい小
Sorry,
祝先
Koiwai,
輩
I must know your
その
secrets
秘密
myself. What you doing there? Senna says. Why has everyone started wrestling with Senna? Holy shit. Oh, they're going that far, damn.
おい空何が見えてるんだよ
It's heaven. Hold on, I should to say, so what can you say? It's heaven, to be God.
なんでお前ばっか
Why
い
are
い
you
思
getting
い
all
す
the
るんだ
fun SWAT with me, Shuta says. What? No one.
こら
Little
機械
tricks
の
what
均
happened
等
to
とか言った
making
のお
sure
前だ
we
ろ
leave and
さっ
swap
さと
already,
変われ
Shuta says. Push me, I'll swap, just calm down. Shuta huffs and puffs as he tears me away from the window and brings me back down to earth. It's now his turn to plaster himself to the
ど
gap.
れどれ天国
And
は
take a glimpse into heaven.
Dude,
Wait, what the
Sora!
hell, Soda? I can't see
Sensei-
anything, Shuta says. I'm stupid, I could see perfectly a moment ago.
なん
Soda
か
says. It's
湯気ばっか
so
で
steamy in
肝
there
心な
that
とこ
all
ろ
the
にぼか
important
しが入って
points
る
are
みたいだ
blurry, Shuta says. Maybe keeping the showers on for so long has filled the room with steam.
おいおい
What the hell, dude?
な
I'm
んだ
being
これ
blue bolts so hard
目
right
の
now,
前にあ
Shuta
ると
says.
くっそ
Fuck, maybe if I squint,
目を
gah,
細めれば
Shuta says. Shuta's ultimately unable to get a glimpse of heaven from what it seems. I would send him my condolences, but personally I'm happy he didn't. Sorry, Shuta. After safely escorting the girls to the infirmary, Shuta and I returned to the club room. Now it really is time to sleep. Come on, bedtime.
まだまだ楽しみ足りねえよなんかしようぜ
Stop acting like a little kid. It's bedtime.
そうだ枕投げとか
No,
なら保健室に突撃
no, double no.
じゃあ女の子と添い寝をしに
Triple no. God, you really never change, do you?
なんだよもうつまんねえな
Because all your ideas are way too risky.
じゃあなんなら付き合ってくれるんだよ
Play cards?
持ってきてねえしそんなのみんなでやらないとつまんないだろ
True. I don't want it to end as two guys playing in silence either.
となるとしゃあないグラブレでもやるか
That works well enough. We then spent close to an hour grinding the latest Rambler event before sleepiness takes hold. Rub my eyes and the pitch black club room stares back at me. Alright, I was sleeping in the club room light tonight, huh? What time is it? Gotta check my tab. Brightness from the screen makes me scrunch up my face as I check the time. What the hell? It's still the middle of the night. Must have only imagined I managed a shallow sleep if I'm awake at this time. Maybe don't do good without my own pillow. No, well, I'm sure I'll fall back asleep soon enough to close my eyes. I'll go ahead and make my best attempt, however. Fucking hell. Just snoring prevents me from falling back asleep. Am I sleep talking? Lucky fucker's dead to the world. I'm surprised given that he didn't wake up until noon. I'm finally awake. Guess I'll go get some air or something. Look outside to the window in the corridor. All the clouds have completely cleared from the night sky. Oh, this has gotten a lot better. Too little too late though. Still, there's always a chance I'll see a meteor or two. past the best time, but I might as well go and take a look. Hoping I'll get lucky, I start heading toward the roof. Should have been left unlocked due to our camp. Maybe some would say that's careless, but I'm grateful for it right now. Here we go. I open the rooftop door to meet a sky full of stars. But also...
あれソラちゃん
I have this odd feeling that I ended up on a route just now. Santa's here.
どうしたのこんな時間に
You know what? I'm gonna check real quick. Fucking... Town plus... Shell's gift... Route guide... Yep, it seems as though... It seems that this is, quote-unquote, route start. Essentially. Since the last choice is just a name, so I assume it has to be. So I guess that's why Rina didn't show up, because I guess I didn't have enough quote-unquote points towards her. I did have, like, one scene where it's like, choose between Rina and Senna. Chose Senna for, like, talking to the two students, and the other, I chose Rina for sending her to the classroom. Because I thought I was being nice to her and letting her be somewhat cruel. But it ended up being a fucking Shio choice somehow. I just kinda woke up.
そうなんだ
What are you doing here yourself, Senna?
なんか目が覚めちゃってね外も晴れてきてたからちょっと来てみたんだ
So basically the same then.
もしかしてソラちゃんも起きちゃったの
Yeah, it turns out when you get to this age, you need your own pillow to fall asleep.
もうなにそれでもこんな時間に起きてきちゃうのってなんかおじいちゃんおばあちゃんみたいだね
Are you insulting me? I see a point. I expected you to you say that though.
何が
Because you just called yourself an old lady?
訂正します
Go ahead, Senna.
若いから回復力があるんだね
Nah, so that's your excuse.
もうソラちゃんの意地悪
Sorry, my bad.
ちなみにソラちゃんだったらどう訂正するの
I think Scout for the Stars, the middle of the night, a man and woman alone. The heart of it all. Maybe by saying it was a secret rendezvous? Why have you frozen up, Senna?
なんでもないよソラちゃんこそ本当に合いびきだと思ってるの
Oh, well, no, I was just speaking metaphorically.
わかってるよ織姫と彦星みたいな感じだよね
Yeah, that's what I meant. Why did I end up having to defend myself?
でもなかなかロマンチックな回答だね
Everyone who likes astronomy is a bit of a poet, as they say.
やっぱり
You know what?
ソラちゃんさっきのは出任せだよね
No, I totally thought about it.
本当に
I'm sorry, I didn't think at all. There's no pulling the wool over Senna's eyes. Admittedly, I did just say the first thing that came to
それ
mind.
じゃあポエマーなソラちゃんそろそろ星を見よ
Sure, but please never call me that again.
うよどうしよっかな流星が見れたら考えてあげる
Wait, so if I'm just screwed if we don't see one?
その時はその時だよ。
I feel like Senna's in a more excitable mood than usual. Maybe because we're on our camp.
水亀座はあの辺りかな。
I probably won't do Senna's route first. I mainly just wanted to know which route I would end up on if I were to make the choices the way I would feel I would do them. As usual. But I think I have a route order already in mind. Yeah, I think so. Senna does a lot of stargazing, so she has a general idea of the locations of constellations. Let me check on my tab just to make sure.
お願い。
Would have been apt to check Aquarius' location. Okay, got it. You were basically spot on.
でもすごいよね。タッチするだけですぐわかるなんて。
Oh, thanks to the power of modern conveniences.
私ももっとちゃんと使えるようにならないとね。
Yeah, I think you're fine. You can handle basics. I also struggle to imagine Senna becoming a tab whiz like other girls our age.
ソラちゃん、今失礼なこと考えたでしょ。
Don't be silly.
本当かな。
I'm telling the truth, but anyway, the meteor shower.
ごまかされた気がする。でもまあ、いいかな。
The two of us look up at the sky together. The moon is set and the town is fast asleep. The light pollutes the night sky, which allows it to become an endless sea of stars.
綺麗だね。ソラちゃん。
Yeah, the stars here in Takayama are something else. It feels like Sen and I have the starry sky all to ourselves.
今流れたね。
Oh, you're right. So lucky. I'm glad it came up here.
ソラちゃんはやっぱり引きがいいね。
I think so.
だって去年の合宿もちゃんと見れたもん。
Oh yeah, we put stars together last year too, huh?
そうそう。本当はみんなで見るつもりだったのにね。
But everyone else fell fast asleep.
ちょうど今と同じ感じだよね。
Episode 2, Return to the Stargazing Duel. Last year I recall Sen and nonchalantly suggesting we should sleep together after we finished stargazing. A lot of effort to persuade her to back down. Sure you won't say the same thing again.
ソラちゃん、どうかした？
Well, I was just thinking back on last year.
そっか。でもね、ソラちゃんと一緒に星を見てるのは去年だけじゃないんだよ。
Huh? That was our only other camp. Okay, at this point it is essentially confirmed. I'm going to just say, nah. I'm bowing out here. You know what, actually? I am going to go back to, like, right after he wakes up. And just keep going from there. There we go. I'm gonna put the save here. That way, when we get back around to Senna, we have a refresher on all that scene. Because that is like not even like, oh, it's like a tiny little scene at the start. It's entirely possible that it's already starting here. Actually, I should probably like just put the save back here so I don't lose it. Just be safe. But yeah, like I said, I already have a order in mind, and the order shall be...
テンプレ。
Well,
俺
funny,
俺
it's a little bit
こ
of a
んな時
circle
間に
here.
どうしたの？
So it's a little bit of a circle here. It's Miuri, Rinne, Shio, and finally Senna. Instinct tells me I should do that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to see you next one. Bye-bye.